So, guys, as I promised today, we're gonna talk about the 80-20 rule or the Pareto Principle. I think it's something that you should just know in life because it's essential. It works. So basically, the Pareto rule says that you get most of your results from like 80 plus or minus 80% of your results from 20% of your efforts. So in whatever you're doing, you need to be able to analyze what is it that you are doing that's going to give you the result that you want. Analyze all the activities, like activity number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see which one is contributing the most, and then concentrate your time on that activity. That way you are being effective and efficient. So let me break it down into, say, you are studying for maths. Yes. So what are the activities that you do when you're studying for maths or when you want to pass maths? Is you read, like going through your notes and then practicing like actual, what do you call them, actual problems. That's activity number 2. And then activity number 3 could be group discussions. Activity number 4 could be, say, mock exams, where you take a past exam paper and then you put yourself in an exam environment and you go through that the paper like in a mock setup. So I've mentioned 5 activities that you do so that you pass mathematics. So within those 5 activities, 80% of 5 is like what? 80% of 5 is it what? My math is not good, but I'm sure it's like 2, roughly, because 8 and 5. Yeah, I don't know. You can work it out. So out of the 5 activities, you probably notice that only 2 are most effective. When you do those, you know that you pass. So what I'm saying is, instead of going for group discussions every day, you can just do 2 group discussions in a week, and then the rest you are practicing on your own, or the other way around. The trick here is to know where most of your results are coming from. It could be that you do better when you are in a group discussion. So ideally, you need to spend most of your time discussing mathematical problems with your friends. So essentially, that's the Pareto rule, the 80-20 rule. So it's not necessarily 80-20. Sometimes it's 60-40, 70-30, if you get what I'm saying. So yeah, you could be saying, I want to start, say, a project that you're doing now. So say you want to start, say, a business project. So before you do any business project, I think what you need to know is, in any business activity, what matters most is the activities that you're doing, like the action part of it. So first and foremost, you need to be, say, you want to start a poetry run or a poetry project. What are the activities? List them down. And then from there, order them in terms of importance. You cannot have a poetry run without the place to keep the what? The beds. So that's essential. You need to get a place that's secure, that's warm enough. When that's ticked off, then you need to have the feed. And then you need to have the chicks. From there on, you know what are the essential things for you to for your chicks to hatch or to grow into big beds. So essentially, that will be feeding. There are things like treating them for diseases, but it comes here and there. But feeding is essential. If you feed them, you know that you would have. If you started with, say, 100, you probably end with 90 if you are good and you are keeping an environment which is healthy for these birds. So the critical activity there will be feeding. So whatever you are doing, if you are keeping broilers, you need to know that most of your time you are involved in feeding these pets. So I'm just trying to explain how essential the Pareto rule is in life. If you understand it, then you can be more efficient and effective. So today I posted something on the Facebook group, how to pass insect. So essentially it was for those guys who are just doing their final year, or who have completed and you are looking to get a job. So here is it, guys. If you are the lucky one, you get a job, but you are probably going to be cursed. And if you are the blessed one, this is interesting, you will not get a job, but you tell your mind that I'm going to hustle, I'm going to make it, I'm going to buy myself a BMW, I'm going to buy myself a house by such and such a date. So essentially what I'm trying to say is, when you are done with your college, there are two routes that we all take, we choose. Some of us, like I did, I didn't get a job, but then I didn't know that was what? A blessing. I later realized it when I wanted to get a job. That was 5-6 years later, when it dawned on me to say, you know what? I was a fool then. So let me explain to you why I'm saying these things. So remember, if you are the lucky one, you get a job immediately, or some of you, even before you're done with your degree, you would have secured a contract and they'll be waiting for you. Come once you're done, and then things are good for you. And the blessed guys, if you are the blessed one, you know what? You won't get a job. So I'm gonna explain this now. If you want, maybe let me explain this tomorrow, because this is so interesting. So I will give you an example. The Lord makes the trees grow, or the mohagan, or the mukwa trees, those big trees. But it's your job to see the table or the chair in the tree. That's for you guys who, if you don't get a job, that's the blessing part of it. So the blessing is in you not getting the job, because there is so much that you're going to learn through that. So yeah, tomorrow, I think this is a topic for tomorrow. I think I'm not supposed to talk about it today. So just a recap, the 80-20 rule, or the Pareto Principle, that you must internalize it now. Believe me, when you have a job and you know how to apply the Pareto Principle, damn, you'll be good. You'll be smart at work, darkest, but that's the reality. You'll be good, you'll be effective, and your stuff will work. So yes, that's for it today, guys. Have a great week. Stay focused and be determined. Cheers, mate.